I didn't
Well,
touch anything.
Just see if it'll reload.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
Alright then. Hopefully we're back on.
Let me see. Says you're live, shows the video. Loading. Seems okay to me right now.
Oh, okay. If you guys don't mind, send the stream link on the server, maybe on the promotion channel.
Self-promotion?
Yeah.
Self-promotion. Hang on.
Alright, thanks.
Oh, how did you... I missed the cutscene where they were talking.
Oh. Did I accidentally skip a cutscene?
I guess you did. I mean... What did you do? Did you let it play while we were, doing the regular stuff or something?
I don't know, I simply just keep on pressing the A button.
Hey Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Yeah, I don't know how you skipped the intro cutscene.
Is that normal?
It may be, like, you're not supposed to be able to. I think there might be like a speedrun tactic to get through that first cutscene, but it shouldn't happen just from mashing the jump button.
Oh. Can you imagine?
At least I've never been able to do that.
Yeah. Can you imagine I find something new from something out of nowhere?
Just like mindlessly playing the game for the first time ever. Hey guys, I just found something that saves 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's like that. Are you trying to do that right now?
I don't know.
You don't know where to go? I mean, if you get lost and you want me to tell you like where to do things, then I can do that. But otherwise, I'm just gonna let you play around.
Alright, I'll probably let you know when that happens.
Yeah. I mean, I might like there might be cases where I'm like, hey, stop this or go here. But that's just because that'd just be because I think there's something cool to notice or to look at.
Oh, I see.
Or like a fun glitch that you can perform.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay.
You remember what he said? If you want a reminder, it keeps showing that the L1 button lets you replay a cutscene. If you need a reminder, but you have to be at that cutscene, like at the spot where it would activate it. Otherwise, it just opens the Monarchy-Com.
Okay, I think I understood now.
But I was just saying, like, if you forgot what to do with the blue lights, wait for it to show Bentley. You have to go forward a bit. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Hey Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Oh, you got the good music. Okay, so this is actually pretty, interesting. You hear the music change here?
Yeah.
Like the way it does right now? That's the music that was supposed to play as soon as you started the game. But for some reason, there's like a bug, and, it normally just keeps playing the same audio, the same music track that, you hear from the main menu.
Oh.
So a lot of people would only encounter this if like they died and then respawned in. But there's another group of people that just didn't know that this was a song in the series at all because it was bugged. And it's not just bugged here; it's bugged in the re-release versions too. But I really like it. I think it's a really good song.
Oh, I see. Hey Zara, really quick, is it our voices on stream? Is okay? Like audio levels are good. All right then,
It
thanks.
says it's fine. Cool. All right, good. As long as we're both coherent.
Yeah.
And it's been like almost half a year since I did my live stream. I still need to edit it.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
What's taking so long?
It was a mixture between having a lot of things to do and then having other things that I would rather do.
Oh.
But like, there was one point where I wanted to try and edit it with DaVinci, but that proved too tedious.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Like, I just wanted to do transitions, and DaVinci, the program, proved to be tedious with that. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do it with Clip. And then since then, I haven't done anything on it.
Right.
But yeah, that was a fun stream back in the day, even though it took so long.
Yeah.
I think I'll get that video. I'll try and make that video and then upload it to YouTube. Maybe I'll do Sly 2 video uploads after that and then do Sly 3, but I at least want to get the Sly 1 video out before I start streaming Sly 3 again.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
As I remember, like, there are some parts of it that you didn't get to watch when I was doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I do have I have like a full VOD of it downloaded on there. Yeah. It's just I haven't compiled it.
I think I missed. Yeah, I think I missed one stream.
You kind of missed like 2 streams for Sly 2, but Sly 1 it was all just one stream.
Yeah, I remember you. Go on.
I was just gonna say, like, Sly 1, I wanted to do 100%, and like regarding like the game, how it judges percentage, I did, but what I didn't realize is that the trophy collection that they had for the PS4 and PS5 is different from the trophy collection from the PS3 version. So like, if I was doing the PS3 version, I would have gotten the platinum there. I would have gotten the platinum just like that, but PS2 had trophies that I didn't anticipate it having, and they have like an anti-cheat system on there to where, like, if you activate cheat codes, then they don't let you get any more trophies on that save file, so I need to delete that save file and then redo it.
Yeah, as you can see, I guess that was my first step.
Do you read me?
Yeah, and it didn't let you skip this. I think I might have...
Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Huh.
Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Yeah, so I noticed that it played this time after you died. So I think what happened is that somehow when you started it, there's a trigger at that spot that would normally force the game to play the cutscene for the first time.
Right.
But somehow, some way, when you started it, you were able to position Sly outside of that trigger, so it just didn't play anything. Which also means that if you were to have gone back there without dying, then it probably would have played again. That's interesting. I've never seen that.
Really?
Like one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a crisp.
The only reason I think that is because I know that it doesn't replay that when you die, normally.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little fun being able to just yap about this game while you're playing it, though. I couldn't yap about it as much as I wanted to when I was playing it.
Oh.
Because I had to focus on playing it. But this game was like my whole childhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can quote it verbatim in almost every section.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna try and do like a completionist run for this, or just go through the bosses?
Well, I'm sorry, what was that again?
Are you gonna try and do like 100%, or just play through the bosses?
100%, that's... I'm not entirely sure yet.
Well, the game lets you, like, go back and forth, like, revisit levels that you missed, and, like, complete all the bosses first.
Oh, I see.
Try dialing in 937.
But I normally just try and get everything all at once, like, all the clue bottles in the level, and then the vault, and then move on. Because there are none... It's not like, where you have to go back and then get something to get this thing for.
Right.
You can go up and down.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
I don't like to talk over the characters.
Oh.
If it doesn't bother you, I might at some point. It's just that you might have noticed that on my streams where I'll go quiet for extensive periods just because I don't want to talk over them.
Oh, I see.
Because this is very story oriented, so like a lot of what they say is important, basically.
Yeah.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Carmelita is interesting because she, for one thing, you can probably see if you look close enough that she's way bigger than Sly here. But that's not her canonical size, like, relative to him. They just did that so that you could see her better.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was gonna say is that she's interesting because every single game that she's in, she has a different voice actress. Not only that, but a different accent.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if you noticed or you paid attention to the voices in Sly 2, but she's very different there, and she's gonna be a different Sly 3 and Sly 4. But, I think the worst voice that she ever had was her beta voice. And the worst model. She looked atrocious in the beta version of the game.
Oh.
He's gonna keep trying.
You can't escape me, raccoon!
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
You know, there's a lot to unpack and say. You probably saw where, like, Sly had yellow gloves and black shoes in the cutscenes, and he doesn't in the game. I'm not too sure about why that's the case, unless that was his old design and they didn't get to recoloring it.
Really? Yeah, I don't think I paid attention to that. But
it was something that bothered me so much when I was younger. I was like, why did they do this? Why isn't he like this? Why is he like this?
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita
Yeah,
Fox this...
and Murray's interesting because he has a lot of changes. He's a complete coward, pushover, etc. Here, he's the goofball, and you saw in Sly 2 how he becomes big and strong and powerful. But what I heard apparently is that, like, the original pitch for Murray was to have him portray as like a flamboyantly gay character.
Oh.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
Yeah, what I was saying about Murray is apparently, like, the initial pitch was to have him as, like, bi-curious specifically, but, they wanted to give him, like, a sort of, I guess, a stereotypical quote-unquote gay accent with the way that he was talking, which I can't mimic, I don't want to try and mimic, but I remembered from Kevin Miller, the voice actor for Sly, or not, it wasn't actually from him. It was like he was talking with Murray's voice actor, and they clarified that apparently, like, the reason he isn't like this.
I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
The reason that they didn't go with that for his character, like, I think, I don't remember which one, but one of the voice actors got confused and thought that they didn't let that happen because he was too gay. But apparently the actual reason is that like the test audiences didn't know that that was what they were trying to go for with him. Like apparently they thought that he was trying to be like a reference to Barney the dinosaur with how he talks. And they were just like, no, that's not what we wanted at all. So they decided to just ditch that part of his voice. But there's like in the old demo versions of Sly 1, there are unused audio clips of Murray where he very much does have that accent and does have that manner of speaking.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Sly 4, Murray cross-dresses. It's part of the mission, but
I guess.
okay. Wait. Do you see that sign?
Keep
Try
out.
try and get behind. Try and get behind that sign, and then just try and keep walking towards it. Yeah, like just keep doing that for a while.
Just like this. Oh, okay.
Like straight down. Like not. Like make it so that. Yeah. That's why.
Is
That's
that,
why. That's a very old trick that speedrunners used and will sometimes still use to get past that first cutscene that you saw.
Oh, I see. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool trick.
Yeah, it's fun to play around with. I don't know like the specific setup for getting them to go a certain height, but it's pretty iconic. This level in particular has a lot of different ways that you can jump around and fly around in with proxy jumps.
Oh, I see.
I don't know all of them, but that was just one that I did know.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you want to go the 100% route, you gotta look for all the clues and stuff. And then I would suggest going for like all clues as soon as you get to a level, and then activating the vault. After that, the only thing left to do in any level is to beat it like the time challenge, but it's best to wait till like the end to do that when you have all of his abilities.
Right.
Do you remember when he drowned in midair during my stream at that spot?
I don't think I remember.
I don't know how it worked, but I got stuck in between at some point in the water, and the game registered that Sly was in the water, but it also registered that it was in a part where he would normally be stuck in. So like they tried to fling him out, but when they were trying to fling him out, he was in the middle of the drowning animation, so he just drowned in midair.
Yeah.
It was very funny. That's one thing I really want to put in my video when I actually get to making that video of the stream, because that stream had some funny moments in it that I didn't predict it would.
Yeah.
The good times.
You should include the. Remember, you're trying to set your stream up, but you got interrupted by a bird or something.
That's in Slide 2, and it was like I think I was trying to like
Sly, see those searchlights? One careless step and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
I don't remember what I was trying to do. I remember that moment, because I remember saying that the bird was rude because it attacked me when I was setting it up, but I was setting something up with the stream.
Right.
Yeah, those will kill you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you should include that clip for the second game.
Yeah. Well, anything that I think would be funny is pretty much gonna be included in there.
Right.
Like any weird deaths that happen, or it's like, oh, I'm trying to do something, this interrupts me.
Yeah.
Accidental glitches, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that did you just experience some lag there, or is that just a Discord stream?
No, I don't think I lag.
Okay, I mean, if it just played like it normally would, and it was probably just the Discord stream on my end.
Yeah, I'm having a small issue on my end. I think my
What is it?
I think my controller stick drift is getting worse. I probably need to switch controllers right now.
Well, you can go ahead and do that if you want.
Yeah. Recently, I bought a new PS4 controller. I just gotta open the box right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Just give me a second, guys. I just gotta hook up with my new controller.
While we're on that, while FaZe is doing that, Zara, I saw you say Carmelita's MILF. See, like in this game, she's like 20 years old. He's younger in this game than I am currently. Having a bit of a problem with himself.
Yeah, I think that's my stick drift is doing that.
Yeah.
I really wish PlayStation controllers last longer. They just fucking break so easily as time goes on.
You gotta have to, you have to like modify them physically to make it so that they don't do that. It's annoying.
Oh really? This is like my six or seven PS4 controller. No joke.
Well, if you don't want to hook up the other one in, I thought you were gonna do that. But if you don't want to, what I would suggest is like pressing down on it, like you're pressing the L3, and then rotating it around a bit, like clockwise and counterclockwise. Sometimes that'll fix it for a little while at least.
Oh, I see. I'm still gonna hook up the new one.
Alright.
Alright. Hopefully the controller's not dead. %. Okay, I just gotta plug in with a charger. Alright then, I think we're good now,
Alright. Remember, Sly's made of paper. Remember that Sly is made of paper. And Sly won, at least. There's like some kind of instrument that plays when he's caught in this part. And I swear, when I was younger, I thought it was like someone's voice just like randomly saying "Nee, nee, nee." I saw the chat, sir. I am not amused. I am not amused. So no, there's no health bar. Basically, there are pickups. You collect coins specifically so that when you get 100 coins, you get a lucky charm, and a lucky charm lets you take an extra hit. You can get a maximum of 2 lucky charms, so 3 hits basically. But other than that, you want to keep from getting hit as much as possible. Slide 2 and above have health bars. The upside to this is that, like, even though Sly goes down in 1 hit, so do most of the enemies that he fights. But you just got a lucky charm there. Okay, so is the music getting slower or faster for you, from what you can tell, FaZe? This is my last bit to see, like, just to see if it's actually Discord stream, because I haven't touched Discord screen share before, so I don't know about any of the problems with it. But okay, so well, I mean, it was pretty noticeable. So
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
yeah, you know what? Since that cutscene just played, I'm gonna look at it through the YouTube lens. And if there are no problems there, then it clearly is just Discord. Yeah, it's just the Discord. I just wanted to make sure there were no problems on your end, but I can see it now. It was just the Discord being weird. So we're good. Yeah, but screen share is secondary. You just triggered me by not getting that coin. No, you don't have to go back for it. I'm just saying. It's like in my mentality to collect everything I can. You do want to get all the clues that you see though, because they're like, you need all the clues for the power-ups, and there are only as many clues as they say there are.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Remember, you can grab onto a hook by jumping near it and pressing the circle button.
I don't think I've ever heard him say that before, but I've never been there. Yeah, that's interesting. There are a lot of things that a lot of players miss. I remember there being a video of quote-unquote unused dialogue that they assumed would be for certain situations, when in reality they weren't unused at all. They were used in such a way that most players wouldn't find them because of how they play and where they're positioned. Like I remember there being one sound that people thought was like a demo drowning animation. I mean, not animation, a drowning sound effect for Sly, because they couldn't figure out what it was. And that same sound effect that they said was unused for Sly is used for a boss battle where the boss taunts you after it hits you. You're not going for all clues? Well, I thought you were doing 100%. I mean, you don't have to. I thought you were doing max percent. It's your playthrough. You do what you want. But if you're going for 100%, you need them, and if you're not, then you don't. Yeah, you can. It's just some of them make it so you can play faster. Some of them make it easier to hit. Past some point, certain things don't waste lucky charms, like falling off or drowning. They don't take lucky charms after you get certain vault unlockables, and that will be helpful. So originally, apparently, the checkpoint was going to be that's a checkpoint, and somehow Bentley was able to put them here. I guess they were drones originally, but from what I heard, before this was their model, they were going to have two characters pop up called Zig and Zag that were going to be like paparazzi, and they'd always pop up to take a picture of Sly. I guess for showing that hey, Sly Cooper was here and we caught this photo, but they were gonna act like the checkpoints. But I think the problem was that they cost too much memory or something, so they went with this instead. What's more satisfying to hear between that and the victory sound effect for Toby 1? By the way, I do encourage you, if you get to feeling like it, to just experiment and see if you can think of different ways to maneuver the level. Because there are, for pretty much any platformer, there's always more than one way. But, you may find something new, or you may find something that I knew about and be like, hey, that's this.
Now might be a good time to mention that hitting the X button twice will give you
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine! But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Yeah, speedrunning, you can skip like all these levels entirely and just go straight to the boss fight. Just for this level, but I mean, you have to do all of them for like 100%, but for any percent, yeah, you can just like, there's a way to get past that generator without breaking it, or there's a way of making a guard break it before you get all the keys and all of that, and then you can go and do other glitches to get to the boss. I'll let you choose which level to do first because they're not in any particular order.
2 keys left to go.
Dude, I remember, like, 2 keys left to go. Yeah, so I remember during my Slight 1 stream when I was at, like, Mugshot's place where I was talking about how Bentley had voice lines like that in the game, where he'd say how many keys he had left and people thought that those were unused, and I said that they weren't unused, but they wouldn't play it for me, so I guess I just misremembered it as being universal when it's just through here. Okay, there's a cutscene that's supposed to play there that didn't play. As far as I knew, at least. Unless you... Yeah, like, go near the... Like, you can try and get on the... See that wheel thing? It doesn't matter, like, if it doesn't play here, then it'll play in a different level. But, we'll see. Like, you can just, like, go near it and see what happens. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why that happened. I've never seen that not play before. So that Slyhead is another life. Basically they give Sly a set amount of lives, usually around 5. And if you hit 0 lives and you die after that, then the checkpoints don't work anymore and you go to the very beginning of the level. But aside from that, they're not that important. Yeah, and then when you run out of lives completely, you restart the level and then it gives you 5 extra. And if you die too often, it gives you a lucky charm. But yeah, when you have no lucky charms, 100 coins will give you 1. If you have 1, then 100 coins will give you another 1. And then after that, the 100 coins will give you extra lives.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
This level is so big, and apparently, when I heard this level was apparently is like a third of how big they originally wanted it. But yeah, this is a big boy.
Eureka! We're in the engine room. My analysis tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key and sabotage his machine while you're at it.
Just you can get coins by like swiping a cane.
Near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.
What's DS4 Windows doing? You shouldn't need it. You shouldn't need DS4 Windows to play on the emulator. You shouldn't, but you may have to like go into the emulator and set up the controls like you would on DS4 Windows. I don't know, but I know you can play it without that. If you want to make him just jump back up without the animation, then just press X when you get in the water. Indeed. Shame on you. Remember, people had to consciously put in the effort of putting these clue bottles everywhere, rather than like securing them some kind of data encryption. We'll put the clues in paper bottles or glass bottles, and then just leave them out here for anyone to look at. This section was always brutal with those old TVs because it was always hard to tell how close you actually were to those blades. I always hated getting to this part of the level. Oof. Feels bad. You got through it. You got through it first time, and then you got burped on. Yeah, you can jump over the like fire stuff that they do. So the usual tactic for that part is to like keep jumping and pressing the circle button. Like to keep jumping across rather than to just crawl, but the way they want you to do it and the way most people will do it is to just crawl carefully. It shouldn't be as hard as the other. You got a new chatter, Jonathan Hyun. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce that. But he says, I think only the first Sly tried to be like Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I think it was, pretty derivative of the Crash Bandicoot games, but to be honest, I haven't really played the Crash Bandicoot games, so I couldn't give you much insight with regards to that comparison. But anyway, this is FaZe's first attempt at playing the Sly games, so his only exposure to this beforehand was watching me live stream the games, and I've been playing the games since my childhood. So I'm just here yapping with him, trying not to backseat, but wait, did you run out of lives? How did you get back to the beginning again? I guess you ran out of lives again? Is that it? Okay. Because I remembered you were at the fans. I remember there was a PlayStation Move game where Sly crossed over with Jack and Ratchet and Clank. And yes, that is one of 2 games where they crossed over, and it is the inferior game. That game personifies mid. Really, Sly didn't have any business to be there other than the fact that Sly 4 was coming out. I don't know. It was just, it's wasted opportunity to me, I think. Jack and Ratchet already made good ideas for crossover series by themselves. Putting Sly in could work, but the way they did it was weird. And the fact that it was only there to advertise the PlayStation Move just made it really awkward. I very much prefer PlayStation All-Stars, both in approach and gameplay. And Sly actually does appear in Rift Apart too, as Bentley, Sly, and Jack and Daxter all do, instead of the Cooper van. They're part of like part of the Rhino. The Rhino in that game just punches holes through space-time and drags things in from other realities, so sometimes it'll pull them in. It's a shame that Jack never passed the PS2 era, unlike Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I think part of it, from what I understand, they just didn't really feel like making more. In the sense that, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure people would have liked more, but, from what I understand, it's more like they just didn't really have anything else to, like, include in the series. Like, they probably felt the story was done, which would have been the case for Sly also, if Cesaro didn't come around and express interest in Sly 4. Sly 3 is very, very blatantly intended to be a finale for the whole story. I do wish there were some more Sly games though, since they re-released yet, like, since they already made it possible to have games beyond Sly 3, even just like reboots. I think I like the idea of a reboot for Sly, Like maybe a game with like Sly 2 or Sly 4's gameplay, but with Sly 1's story would be interesting. More premise, I mean. I think people were not fans of the more serious direction of Sly 2 when Jak 2 and 3, so they made Jak the Lost Frontier as an apology to return to the tone of Jak 1. I can kind of see that. I played all of Jak 1 for the first time on PS4 a couple years ago, and then I played it again on the PlayStation Vita, got platinum trophies, and I could understand why people liked it. Like, there wasn't any moment where like it captured the sort of childhood gaming feel that Sly and Ratchet games would, but that's an unfair comparison to me because I didn't play Jak when I was that age. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to feel nostalgic over it, but I could definitely see why people would like the games, both in terms of like characters and gameplay. It was a fun game. And all this to say that I did try Jak 2 some. I didn't get to finishing it, but I could tell like right away the tone was very different. I haven't tried Jak 3 yet. I do need to finish those games though at some point. You got hit by a booger. Jak 2 and 3 tried too hard to be an adult game because they wanted to be like Grand Theft Auto. That sounds gross. Why would they want Jak and Dexter to be Grand Theft Auto? That's like saying they like, hey, we should make a Mario game, but make it be more like Pac-Man.
Jackpot, Sly! Look at all this stuff! Must be worth millions! And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Oh yeah, this level isn't really that hard the first run, but it's very difficult to get a good time in on it for the timed challenges unless you're glitching. So, FaZe, when that alarm comes on, does it not sound like something is saying the word alarm over and over? Is that just in my head? Like, I can't tell if I'm supposed to be hearing that or not. It feels like I'm hearing the syllables alarm, but it's not being spoken by a person. It's because Grand Theft Auto 3 was popular and Jak 2 was coming out at the same time, so they copied it. If they were coming out at the same time, how would they be able to copy it unless they knew ahead of time what it was going to be like? Or is this like more relative than what I'm thinking? Because to me, like, come around at the same time usually means like, or at least a couple days, weeks, or months apart from each other. And that wouldn't be, they wouldn't have the opportunity to copy each other from that. They'd be working pretty much for the most part, like, independently and separately.
but you need more clues. Dude, this is the vault, but you need more clues.
I think it's 2 years after the success of that game. I guess so. I've never played Grand Theft Auto games either. I'm one of those kids that like, I played video games a lot, but I didn't play a lot of video games, basically. I'd play the games that I had over and over again, but I didn't have a very versatile collection, basically. Oof. Yeah, they thunderflopped you before the thunderflop was a thing. I like how it just keeps burning him as he's there, like as he's already dead. It's just like, let me make sure I cook him even further. I think when Ratchet & Clank went to the PS3, they did not change the tone, but they made the story more complex and deep compared to the more generic comedic style of the PS2 games. That's like the exact opposite take from what a lot of Ratchet & Clank fans have, I've noticed. They think the tone was kiddied down too much, basically, because a lot of the older Ratchet & Clank games had some edgy political humor thrown in here and there, and the PS3 games were like more, I guess, kid-friendly humor. There was a lot less innuendos and stuff like that, basically. Which to me doesn't matter much, because I still think the PS3 games are superior. Not all of them. I think Quest for Booty sucks, but generally speaking, I had more fun with Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time than like Ratchet & Clank 2 and 3. Deadlocked was pretty good though. But to me, like A Crack in Time is like the Band Geeks of Ratchet & Clank, in my opinion. The stars aligned to make that game good. Phase, what if I told you there was a way to beat that level in like a minute? Yeah, well, it's like another jump, another one of those weird jumps. I don't know the best way to do it, but I know that there's a speedrunner. There's a speedrunner for Sly that does YouTube shorts that explains stuff like that, and that was one of the things he explained. I thought the ongoing plot of PS3 Ratchet & Clank about finding the Lombaxes were the main strong point of those games. Yeah, they were a lot more story-oriented and episodic. I've noticed. Like, if you didn't play one game, then you'd lose context for another, and all of that. Which has positives and negatives all around. But I really liked A Crack in Time. It was like...
Sly, see that machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right,
yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
You mean something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough?
Isn't that what I just said?
I also liked Into the Nexus for Ratchet & Clank. I wish that game was longer. That game was too short. The weapons were really fun. You have to just walk on it. You don't jump on it, face. But you also don't actually need it if you want to get to the level that... Like, this is just here so you can get to a certain level, but you don't even need to use this to get to that level if you don't want to. Didn't on the PS5 Ratchet try to hint that the next game is when they're finally going to resolve that string of plot points about funding his race?
My calculations led me to believe you had failed to knock out that generator.
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real test for you. I found a way up to Raleigh's hideout, but unfortunately, it is doomed to failure.
You're not gonna tell me I have to shoot myself out of that cannon.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me, man. Anyway, to get inside that thing, you had to steal all 7 of Raleigh's treasure keys.
So what are we waiting for? You show me those hollow what's-its.
You mean my holographic markers?
Yeah. And I'll swipe whatever it takes to get shot out of that cannon and steal back my family's Thievius Raccoonus.
Okay, so sorry about that. I prefer to let the cutscenes play instead of talking over them. But yeah, the PS5 game did kind of say that. Trouble is, so did A Crack in Time. But The Crack in Time's resolution was more like Ratchet knows that they're out there, but he doesn't have any reason to look for them anymore. And then Into the Nexus also kind of rehashed that idea too, where like he just says, yeah, they're out there and it's cool and all, I'd like to find them, but I don't have to go looking for them because I know they're okay. But I guess you could argue that Rivet maybe made it so that he'd change his mind based on interacting with her more. I don't know. I mean, if they do another Ratchet & Clank game, I don't know if they'll implement the Lombaxes more or not. It'd be pretty weird to see what they're like. Like they're... I don't know what to compare them to. Like the Zoni are just like little Time Lords on their own. They'll probably make the Lombaxes out to be like the precursors from Jak and Daxter, like just little goofballs with giant technology. You picked the most evil level you could have picked, Face. This is one of the most evil levels in the game.
You found it, Sly. This is where Raleigh's gang of crabs stashes his son.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard for you. At least it's hard for me.
fire his gun. That's it. Remember, you can always drive the sub in one direction while firing in another. To earn a treasure key, you'll need to collect all 40 chests. Do not let a crab take one into a tube.
Okay, so you have to keep shooting. You use the right analog stick to shoot in the direction that you're pointing the stick from. You don't let the crabs get those chests in those tubes, because otherwise you lose. You have to destroy the chests to collect them. And for the crabs, you hit the crab once and then they die. So that's how you get past them. And this isn't unless you glitch through, by the way, unless you glitch to the final boss, then that's not something you can skip. Yeah, there are other levels that use that same control scheme, though. That's the thing. So, like, you could use that to get used to that control scheme if you want. You can always come back to it later, like the other stuff. I think in Crack in Time hint that the franchise might end once Clank helps Ratchet find the Lombaxes, and they might go their separate ways to a good conclusion that there will be no more games. I don't think they ever said that they'd be going separate ways. The stuff that I was talking about was like what Ratchet was saying to Alistair, where it's like, Alistair wanted to undo the mistake that drove them to the other dimension, and Ratchet was like, yeah, it's bad, they're elsewhere, but we can still find them. We don't have to change the past. And then in Into the Nexus, Clank asks him if the Dimensionator worked, then would he use it to find the Lombaxes, and then Ratchet just says, I don't know. He said something like, there's a time when I would have said yes, but at this point I think there's more for me here than there is there. And then he looks at Talwyn, hinting at a ship that didn't sail. Anime Phase says, hi, hope all's good and everything. I wonder if this is another game you also speedrun. I feel like this is the reason for the speedrunner's name, and I also feel that is the reason you play this game now. I don't know anything about these games, but I heard despite that I'm just reading from chat phase. I don't know anything about these games, but I heard despite the Blinks character, which turned out not to have gone the way they intended, are like the Xbox mascot for kids. That's what I heard. I hope you all the best. Phase, what do you want to say about the speedrunning thing, since they brought that up? It's Phase it. Go ahead. Yeah, you watched me play the streams when I was streaming it, but that's not really a good indicator of how you enjoy playing the game. I wonder if there's going to be a Sly 5, or if Sly is finished for good despite this teaser in Sly 4. So, we've seen too many instances of Sony recognizing Sly and the re-release of the games on the PS4 and PS5 for me to think that they're not going to do anything with the title. But I don't know if I can say that we would be getting a Sly 5 that continues on to Sly 4, because Sly 4 did not do very well comparatively, and the Sly 5 wouldn't really have much to tell other than, oh well, Sly is out of Egypt now. And that plot point was like, The only reason that teaser existed is because they were going to have it resolved with DLC later down the line for an Egypt expansion. But I think it was like the PS Vita didn't have enough space for them to do it as a regular thing, so they wanted it to be DLC. But then Sony was just like, we don't care anymore, guys. And then Dave was like, oh, well, we can't do DLC now. I really like the song in this level. Transitions kind of seamlessly too, in between the panic states and the regular states. So FaZe, there's a shortcut here to get towards the end of the level if you want to do that. It's not a hard level, and yeah, there's a shortcut that you can take. This isn't a hard level, and there is more to see if you want to explore, but right around where you are now is like where you could go to end the level if you just wanted to. So I'll let you decide. Alright, then go ahead. But knowing that shortcut would be useful for when you go to like do the time challenge. So just go ahead, I'll tell you later. Just like play a level normally. Thought you might want to know about it. Well, the thing is that some of the levels, like, the way it works is that you play through the level, you get the key, and in addition to that, you get the clues. And you get the clues so that you can unlock the vault in the level, which will give you an extra ability that Slight has. And then after that, the level will have a special timed challenge mode where you have to beat the level under a specific amount of time. And when you do that, you get like developer commentary talking about the level, how they beat it, and all of that, and it contributes to 100% on the save file. But all of that is to say that for the time challenges, you would want to know those shortcuts. It wouldn't be towards like, it would be like while you're doing those time challenges rather than like after you finish playing the game entirely. I'm just gonna let you know here, you're not stuck. There's a way out of this. Seems like you were trying to figure out if you were stuck or not. The alarm isn't like breaking and entering. The alarm stays on completely forever until you break the siren. There can be multiple alarms on it. There will be multiple alarms on at once, too. Jack the Lost Frontier had an ending saying they are going to learn about the sages, but it seems there's no way to continue the story. I don't know. I don't know enough about how that stuff went to offer my opinion on what Jack and Daxter could do, should do, would do, whatever. You might try mashing circle if you're having trouble getting on that. Sometimes I used to have to mash the circle button. You're supposed to just press it, but it's hard to tell with the distance. I never understood what those stupid eye things were, and they always confused me. You can't break. You don't break those. You jump over them, or to the side of them. I think the main focus they are concentrating on now is Ratchet & Clank for the PS6 in 2030, and the developers even shown concept art on Ratchet going to the Lombax dimensions to resolve the plot. I don't know, I'm pretty sure the PS6 was supposed to come out earlier than that. Poor PS5. PS5 got completely screwed over by COVID. Like, I don't know, it's like, it didn't do as well as the PS4. PS4 is still getting games, despite how old it is. But FaZe, what's your favorite anime so far? I do not hear you, FaZe. Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah. What's your favorite enemy so far? Are there any that piss you off? Yeah. Don't worry, you can get him. The reason why the next Ratchet & Clank is coming out late is because they're too busy with the last Spider-Man 3 game. Can't be done until it's done. Do you let me know if you want me to show you a shortcut? Okay. If you're good, then it's good. It's just some people get annoyed by this level. It's not the most annoying level to me, but. There you go.
Robert, you can't open this vault without mud.
You need 7 keys for that. Yeah. Each level has 7 keys that you need to get to unlock the boss battle. I mean, you can't skip any levels unless you want to glitch. It's required for a normal playthrough, yes. If you can get used to, like, the shooting in one direction, aiming in another, then it shouldn't be too hard. You just want to kill all the just basically get all the crabs as soon as you can, and then get the chests.
Better luck next time?
Chests, I think you can shoot them like 5 times. But you can shoot the chest more than you're doing. You just want to keep the crabs from bringing the chests back into their holes. It doesn't matter if the crabs touch the chest otherwise. think Cartoon Network is going to air the final season of Bleach in a few weeks. I wonder how people think of that anime. Was it good? I thought Bleach ended a while ago. I thought Bleach ended like 10 years ago at least. And I don't know. I watched some of Bleach back in like 2017 or so on like whatever was on Netflix, and I like it wasn't something I was passionate towards, but I could see like yeah, it's pretty good. I can see why people like it. You're really scared of the crabs, aren't you? I think he can go for the. I think he can go for the chest a little more. I think he can go for the chests more than you are. Like they're not gonna instantly game over you as soon as they touch it. It's just you gotta keep them from getting to the hole. That was close. So was that one. Yeah, they're coming out more now. Now you do want to focus on crabs more.
Better luck next time?
I think you should just have it shooting at like all times. So just keep your thumb pointing some direction with the right analog stick. That's my only advice to give here.
Better luck next time?
You're getting closer to it. So just to make sure, like when you point your left analog, you point your right analog stick to the left, it does shoot left for that, right? Like is it inverted with the right stick? Like if you aim left, does it go left? Like it shoots in the direction you're pointing is what I'm asking. Oh, it was so close. Well, why don't you make a save state and then close close the emulator, then close the S4 Windows and reopen the emulator and set up controller that way. I think it's F1, but there's like a something you can press if you go to like the file tab or something like that. System maybe. Yeah, did it say it's saved? Alright. Yeah, I'm just close the game. I figured it was something like that because I noticed where like the crabs were coming in one direction and you weren't shooting at them. That's why I was asking about the invert stuff. Just make it reload the state. Alright, first is, does it respond to your controller? Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I have that too. I have different profiles on it. Alright, we'll see if you can control better now. Looks like he can. Alright, well, I have faith in you. But if not, don't worry, it took me, like, a week or so. Me and my sister, a week or so to get it the first time. Granted, we were in our single-digit ages, but... You missed one. You missed the one that was going towards the left. Yeah. You got it. You got this.
Congratulations, you did it!
Well, you got the most annoying level of, I guess, World 1 out of the way. I think you got 2 more keys, and then you can get to the boss. 2 more treasure keys. Yeah, that was the one with all the water, the gumbo graveyard. Yeah, you did the one over there. You're looking at the 2 that you haven't done. You already went in there. Unless you're going for clues. You trying to get clues or something?
Temperature's reading way off the charts in here. This must be the power source for the store machine.
That isn't actually what you're supposed to do, but that would work if you keep trying. You weren't supposed to do it like that, but you can if you want to. Like, if you get it, like if you aim it right, then it would work. So the way it wants you to do it is to make the machine wheel spin around a bit, and then when it does that, it will spin the hooks around, and you use that as a chance to grab onto a hook and then let it take you over there. Stream, something happened with the Discord stream. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Nah, it's just Discord. Let me see. Let me see if I'll be able to get it from restarting or something. We'll be right back. Yep, it's fixed now. Yeah. We'll say that your mouse is visible. Not now. You got it. It does. They're kind of weird to pull off, though. I mean, like, you press a certain amount of buttons in a certain order, like all cheat codes. It's just, they're awkward. It's hard to remember them all. But if you want to, I don't recommend doing it to get the full experience because people didn't know about these cheat codes until 2 decades after the game released. Yeah, people only found out about them from looking through address files and like Cheat Engine. For a long time, people thought there were no cheat codes at all. But there are. There's cheat codes for like unlocking certain levels and getting infinite lucky charms and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of the lucky charms, by the way, you remember I told you can only get 2 of them at a time? Well, that's true. You can only get 2 of them at a time, and then everything goes into lives. Apparently, like, one of the earlier demos, they were gonna have, like, I think, 2 different unlockables from the vaults that would let you hold more. Alright, the last level you gotta go through is a proper stealth level. It's probably the closest to like what you would compare to breaking and entering, I think. But it's not very comparable. It's just like the alternative to not getting caught is to be annoyed.
Hey Sly, you can adjust the game camera using the right analog stick. And to bring the camera behind you, click it.
Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know. It looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
You can break those globes, by the way, if you get to them. The booby traps. Yeah. When you get close enough to them. You just jump into it. You don't press the circle button with it or anything. And no, for the barrel you just jump into it and then you move around. What did you think about it then? Do you appreciate the stream more? So are you trying to copy me, or, like... I don't think it is. Speedrunners haven't done it. Speedrunners haven't been able to do it yet. Yeah, they have to do a different glitch to get up there from here.
So far, so good. I bet if you stayed still inside the barrel, the guard won't be able to see you, even if he shines his flashlight on you.
Wait. You could have gotten back up there through there. You could have jumped back up there from where you were. Do you want me to tell you the easy way to get past this guy? Or do you want to figure it out yourself? Well, you did part of it. Stay behind the books and let him hit the books once. After he does that, he'll come closer to you and you can use that opportunity to hit him. Or no, like the books that are near him. But if you don't want to be near him at all, you can go through there and avoid him from that direction. Like behind the books, you see where the flashlight shows behind the books? Yeah. Now let him go for. No, you're supposed to let him come to you and then rush towards him when he does that. But it's not really gonna work now. Why did you stay still? You could have ended the level. Okay, you want a shortcut? Do you want a shortcut? Okay, go back to where you were on that bookcase. Yeah, do you see that there? To the right? You want to try and get onto that thing. No, it's not frame perfect, but you have to be careful with it. You can try and get to it from another angle, like one of the other bookcases. Yeah, like through there. Try to get a lucky charm again. You just need one more coin. Oh, one more now. I don't know of any that are literally frame perfect. There may be some, but for a lot of them it's like really tight, but not frame perfect. Just jump forward in there. And I'll keep going forward. I figured me telling you that would save you some time. Yep. You know what to do now.
Hey, Sly, hit the select button to bring up your...
I probably did. Yeah, it was a glitch. It was to make it so that you could get in there without having to unlock it. Good thing it knew to rotate.
How delightful! We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine, you better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make amends by exploding to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
This is gonna be fun. It's not actually that bad. I guess you remembered then. I was wondering how long it would take for you to get it. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've never seen someone survive that. Yeah, and I think I've never seen him jump this much either. I think you have to move. I've never seen that happen. But you're almost there. Is it messing with? Is it messing with how much you can move? Cheater. Cheater. And you didn't even need it.
You've beaten me. Well,
Yep.
gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's ninja spire jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew. With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
So, how'd you like Sir Raleigh?
We're all set to go to Mesa City.
How'd you like Sir Raleigh? That was the boss's name. How did you like him? I thought you were gonna hate him.
We're all set to go to Mesa City.
It had been a while since I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious Mugshot, ruthless muscle of the Fiendish Five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter, a neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard to get there, fueled on his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be picked on or pushed around again. So he's holed up in Mesa City, huh? I've always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Face. I'm probably about to have to go because it's getting late. You can keep playing if you want to, but otherwise, this would be a good spot to end for the stream. If you were doing like one level per stream. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can just like keep doing these voice calls with you during like your whole playthrough of the game if you want. Alright then, well, good night. Good night, goodbye. Catch you later, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't know when we'll do it in part 2, but, we will do a part 2.